This is not because it happened to me. I will tell you why I would recommend this particular skill. When I left banking, the part of the story, part of my story of not getting job for 6 years later, I got one with the bank. I went through the management training process and then got into the banking system proper. Now, one of the things I did is when I left the banking system, one of the things I did is when I got myself on LinkedIn, I had one account I opened initially that I lost the password. It's always like that for so many people. I couldn't remember the password again because while in the bank, you tell us about LinkedIn. For us, it's just about those that are looking for jobs. So we don't want to be there. We're not looking for jobs. So why would I be visiting LinkedIn all the time? But when I finally left the bank and I came to LinkedIn, I discovered that I needed a particular skill. And I saw that that skill was something that most people were leveraging on to, pivot to something else or, branch out to other areas. And that skill is digital marketing. Digital marketing is one interesting skill that can place you at a platform where you can easily communicate with every other facet in the digital space. Whether, for instance, I started off with content writing, right? I went through content that I have a background, right, in content writing because I write credits, right? I write credits. So because I write credits, it was easy for me to easily integrate my content development structures. So the point I'm making here is that on the basis of digital marketing, there are a lot of aspects around it, whether it is in content writing, social media management, right? Whether it's on email marketing, whether it's on ads management, whether it's on SEO, right? So SEO, that's search engine optimization. There are a lot of things around that digital marketing, and it's one, what would I call it, a low hanging fruit for anybody to start off with a journey. So you could just start your journey in that space to come in. Then once you get in and you begin to help organizations. For instance, when I started communicating with a global network, building my global network, leveraging LinkedIn, I started seeing that my skills in writing. Of course, I love writing. Even while I was in university, I've written a book I launched in my third year. I had a book I wrote, so I was an author already as an undergraduate. So I love writing, but I didn't know that that skill of writing could actually, fetch me money, right? Outside just sitting down and write and until you publish a book. So I didn't know that you could actually build a career with just developing content and working around content management, right? So content writing was one area I entered, which is an aspect of digital marketing, and also social selling. So I leveraged LinkedIn to build my social selling skills. So I could, work around lead generation. I could work around lead conversion, leveraging LinkedIn. I've managed a lot of companies, social media pages, built a team that is handling that. So it used it to empower a lot of young people who came on board, and I taught them how to do all those stuff, and they started learning that, and they got into that, and they are using it to take care of themselves even till today. So it's an area that I would easily suggest. Why do I suggest it? It doesn't require so much technicalities to start. You just do a basic training, and then you start off. Then you find yourself, in that space. It gives you opportunity to get into the space at least. So you begin to interact with different digital media because you are now in the space, and then you start connecting with people. You can now start saying, okay, let me try some other skills like UX UI design. Let me go and learn coding. Let me go and do this. These things will begin to be interesting to you when you are aware. That doesn't mean that everybody will start their journey on digital marketing. But what I'm trying to say is that assuming you just do not know anything about how to get into the digital space, you would want to start from any of the aspects of digital marketing, at least to launch in. But then if you've gone through a career counseling sections or mentorship, or somebody tells you, okay, go into UX UI design, go into software development, then that person is giving you that information based on what they've been able to understand in terms of your strength and all that. So we also have young people that we tell them, okay, we've seen you, go in for coding, go in for front end, back end. Even if you tell us, I want to do front end development, we look at you, we say, no, I think it's better that you do US UI or you do product management. I've looked at you based on the questions and feedback, and I'll tell you, do you like to sit down? Do you like to go out? Are you a social person? Are you an indoor person more? How long do you sit in a place to do a project, to do a work? You tell me, no, I don't like to sit down one place. I like to meet people, connect with people, and you want to go and be a coder, a software developer. When will you have time to sit down and code and actually write code? And look at all the mechanisms and all that, so you're not going to do very well. So you are better off this kind of person that could go connect. So you're better off in the marketing space, digital marketing space, connecting with people and all that. So it all depends on where you are in terms of your knowledge, in terms of your knowledge gap that you have in the space. But a lot of young people are beginning to understand where they want to get to, and they are beginning to make their choices, rightly. So, but those that are not aware, at least get into a digital media space and learn how to use them.